thanks. New at 10, a 12 News I-Team exclusive. A woman who reported being robbed at gunpoint is now sharing her terrifying story. No arrests have been made, but the case is once again being reviewed. Bianca Bono joins us live in studio tonight with a report that you'll only see on 12 News. Bianca?
Yeah, Mark, this woman previously worked as a dancer at a gentleman's club in the Valley, and after she was robbed at gunpoint, this same thing happened to two other dancers from the same club, including Mercedes Vega, who was later murdered.
You feel so unsafe.
This is the voice of a woman who reported being robbed at gunpoint nearly 5 years ago.
It felt like it got swept under the rug.
No arrests have been made in the case, so for safety reasons, she's sharing her story publicly for the first time on the condition of anonymity. She's a former dancer at a gentleman's club, and the attack happened around 4:30 in the morning as she was getting home from work.
I had only been living at my aunt's apartment for a month.
After parking in front of her aunt's Scottsdale condo, a Scottsdale police report says a man holding a gun ran up to her wearing a ski mask, telling her to drop her bags.
I became completely paralyzed. I could not move at all. I was just screaming.
She said he then got closer to her face with the gun.
It wasn't brushing my skin or anything, but it was right there.
He then took her bags and ran. She ran to the apartment to call 911.
I thought that he took my keys because I couldn't remember anything, so I was just banging really, really hard on her door, and my knuckles started bleeding because I was hitting it so hard.
Police launched an investigation and she immediately moved. Despite suspicions the suspect followed her home from work, police say they did not make a request for surveillance video from the gentleman's club. Less than a year later, in October of 2020, she found out the same thing happened to another dancer at the same club, Mercedes Vega.
I felt really, really, really bad for her.
A month after that, yet another dancer from the same club reported a man attempted to rob her at gunpoint, only stopping when a passerby arrived.
It was the same thing that happened to me, and ski mask, all of that.
Suspect Cujo Young was arrested in connection to both 2020 cases, and records show he was seen inside of the gentleman's club following the incidents. In April of 2023, Vega was murdered. Maricopa County Sheriff's officials say they will not comment on any possible connections at this point. Vega's death and the 2019 armed robbery case remain unsolved.
That event was so life-altering in a really negative way for me. It's a gross feeling.
A feeling she's been forced to accept until now. Just last week, the Scottsdale Police Department telling 12 News detectives are reviewing the 2019 and 2020 cases to see if there are any connections with them. A glimmer of hope nearly 5 years later.
I felt seen in a way because it did have such a negative impact on me. I do want justice.
And back to the 2020 armed robbery and attempted armed robbery cases, those cases still have not gone to trial. They were actually supposed to go last week, but Cujo Young's attorney changed, pushing the trial date back to October. We're live in studio tonight. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
All right, Bianca, thank you.